Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the, what are we at,
53. Yeah.
So this is like part one of season 2. Wow, we actually made it to 2 seasons here.
Yeah.
Want to give a quick shout out to Ustream. Ustream, what's up, Noel Chris Brown, and what's up, Crystal Cage? Want to give a shout out to Ustream, who has been talking with me, trying to help make this transition much more fluid, and hopefully I can get more and more people here as time goes on. We all know the going-ons of the past weekend. Alex Jet Bailey, once again, from all that I've heard, has held a great tournament and a great event as usual.
I agree.
From what I see, I don't want to put wood into the fire, but he should tell fucking Evo go fuck himself and do his own thing. He runs a good enough event that it should be considered one of the optimal majors out there. Obviously, I'm going to take a break in a little bit to let everybody see what one of our key players had done at the tournament. But before I do that, I'm going to turn the mic over to NaTaS and let him go through our usual shout outs and whatnot that we got to get out there. And then we're going to start with all the what's going ons.
Well, I don't have that list in front of me. You have to put
I'll put the
up
transition up. There you go.
so I can see that. Yeah, guys, what's up? Thanks for joining us on the 53rd episode over here. Yes, there's a lot to talk about. A lot of shit has popped off. A lot of things have gone on. We'll be touching on various topics. Before I get to that, shouts out to all the sponsored people for us. Ultraspec Cables, Injustice Society, put that back. Emperor's Realm, Deadly Venom, Pros PC Gaming, Wtih, TRMK, The Gamer's Edge, Mortal Kombat Universe, MK Server, Mortal Kombat. I can't even read every damn thing. MKBible.org, also Smack, MKMP, Mortal Kombat Online, MKU, VXG, Combat Network, Empire Arcadia, and Mad Cats. And also shouts out to Fullscreen. Various topics I guess we'll be covering tonight. Kotaku, that's one thing I assume we'll be touching on there. I don't know if you guys have read about the MKST website, which is called MK Server Trash. We'll be hitting on that also. So I know a lot of guys were talking about that. I wanted to talk about that subject. Also, General Zai came out today. MK9's package. 1.05 patch has been released. Lots of changes. We'll get into that. Evo brackets being up already. A lot of stuff about Evo brackets. It's about the numbers. So we'll be hitting that subject also. What else do we have going on? And CEO. Everything that happened at CEO, how it was. In my personal opinion, from watching it, it looked great, but I kind of got to put some people on blast. For one, guys, if you're going to go enter a ring, please don't sit there. Just walk up to the ring and walk to the seat. Can you guys, for the love of fucking God, showboat a little bit? And
you can't ask him to do that.
I mean, come on, dude.
You gotta have the skill.
Does anybody actually watch wrestling? I mean, seriously, get on the fucking rope, put your hand in the air or something. Do something. You had a few guys that did some shit. But most of the guys just walked, sat right down. And I'm like, hello, do some fucking flexing or some Hulk Hogan fucking ear things and some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Do something to hype up the crowd a little more. I kept saying that. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with these people? But we got a real person, which James is about to show, who did put some hype.
Right.
James, can you play that clip for us now?
I sure can. Now, this is what hype is about, people.
Final round!
All right, let me mute my mic.
This crowd is loving this. Oh, there we go. He's going to get the bound. No, it's just a little bit off. He gets another chance at it. There's the bound. There's the combo. Oh, my God. Jabear's got range. He's going for them Tetris. He's dropping them all, though. Oh. He ducked it, but he didn't get the counter. He gets the throw instead. Oh, the handspring is blocked. Jabali with the throw. King Ray's got a tag. Oh my God, Jabali! No block, no punish. Gets the throw. Anyone's match. Jabali getting cheap. He's going for the sweep. Nice block. Nice. Here we go. Oh, the combo drops. Jabali just runs him down with jab. He's got a counter. He's let him tag. Oh, he's in his face. Oh, and King Ray Jr. takes it. The crowd goes nuts. Oh, and he's popping off. High fives around everywhere. His dad is going to give him some props. He's jumping around the ring. Unbelievable. I think Jabali held forward. Unbelievable.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
That was amazing.
King Ray Jr., 7 years old. Can you believe that?
7 years old.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Jabali sucks, but
Yeah, he does. He definitely sucks. There's King Ray's father.
King Ray Sr.
King Ray Sr. There's King Ray
Call-
Jr.
Yeah, he called this salty run back because Jabali actually beat him the first time they did this.
Oh, I see.
Answered back with a vengeance.
Jabali, so cheap.
So yeah, as you can see, OBS King Ray Jr. Put Alex Jabali in his place, solidifying himself as the youngest offline competitor out there that I know of. He bodied Jabali. It was close, but in the end, I'm sure Alex is going to want to run back on that. So, I'm not going to speak for young Junior, but I think he would probably oblige him and give him that chance to run back. But that's all up to him and in the future. Other issues that we have, okay. We obviously know all the going-ons of what transpired outside of the actual tournament side of it. I am going to start with the Kotaku article. I've seen a lot of people out there tweeting that, media outlets such as Kotaku only cover the negative and they don't cover the good. Well, to be honest with you, the good's boring. Nobody's out there to cover the good. If that was the case, there'd be no news. You turn the news on, and every other day it's somebody getting shot, somebody arguing in politics. We got Zimmerman going on right now. We got, all the other drama that's going on as far as the politics of immigration, yada, yada, yada. Long story short, guys need to relax with this, exposing the good to bring out, because you know what, when I see people that say that, I can't help but think you got your own ulterior motives. It's kind of like they feel like they kind of feel like their little nickel and dime operation is being threatened. Therefore, they'll lash out, i.e., what they did to me, calling me homophobic and racist. So, as far as people trying to grow this BS esports, stop calling people pros. You're not pros. You're a bunch of adults, a bunch of kids inside adults' bodies that play video games for nickels and dimes. Enjoy it while it lasts. Have fun doing it. Meet friends. Drink, get drunk, be merry. But don't hit women.
I agree.
Obviously we all know the whole situation with Noel Brown. I am not going to, in any way, shape, or form, say I can condone it, nor will I sit here and say it's a totally private matter. It is a private matter in the sense of it transpired from what I'm being told. Ray, Noel, and his girlfriend. on that aspect, it is a private matter. It's something that, Noel's now going to have to deal with. And you know what? I feel bad for him. It couldn't have happened in a worse state for something like this to happen in. They're a very high prosecuting state for domestic violence. Hold on. What is this? Somebody's not in my contact list. But I have to say that I see everybody running to the aid of Noel to a degree, but I don't see nobody running to the aid of the woman. And that's one of the things that, you know what, I gotta ride the political correct line here, and say, like, I don't know the circumstances of what actually happened. I don't, from what I'm being told, the locksmith came, opened the lock, he broke the door down, he busted in. I don't have those facts, and to be honest, nor do I want them. But I will say this, when I see people, fuck that bitch, you know what? No. She's a woman. At the end of the day, she's a woman. And I know, we've had episodes on this show where I basically said that, women want to be treated the same. My belief is women are porcelain. The minute you break it, you can glue it back together, but they're never the same. A woman's a woman, and they can want to step up into a man's world. And I tell everybody the same thing. Have a man and a girl take the same punch. Who's going to be standing at the end? Now, there might be some that can, but why would you even want to lift a hand? Sal, I know it was a prostitute. My point is this. You have to treat a woman with more respect than that. Now, I understand from what I'm hearing, they broke up, they didn't break up, he was with her, they weren't with each other. That's issues that are honestly for a private matter. I will say this, as far as Noel goes, I wish him the best. If I can help him with a lawyer, I would help him. I don't know if bail's set. I don't know the circumstances of it right now.
Well, if he was arrested on Friday night Saturday morning, then he probably wouldn't be able to even see a judge till Monday because it's a whole weekend.
But the point is, Florida's a different can of worms because they don't spring you.
Really?
They make you stay, especially if you're an out-of-state person.
Oh, boy.
So he might wind up having to stay, and if he does get bail, he's going to be prohibited from leaving the state of Florida.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, the fact is that, I've seen people joking around about it, and the fact that, the jokes that are floating out there, at the same time, people want to see this community grow in some way, shape, or form. They don't go hand in hand. You cannot have this community grow while people basically, one of our friends, let's be real here, people. There's a lot of people out there that do consider Noel a friend. Our friend is sitting in jail, and he doesn't have any chance of getting out. And when he does get out, he's got a court battle ahead of him. Like I said, I don't know the details to everything. Obviously, like I said, he's charged with, I think it was assault and battery. Battery.
Yeah.
I know he's lost his sponsorship. I know he's not doing VXG now. It sucks, and I've been saying this on Twitter for the last couple of days. We all make mistakes. We all make mistakes in life, but certain mistakes cost you a lot more than others. And this is going to cost him in the long term a lot more than just the probations and possible jail time and lawyer fees and all the other stuff that goes along with going to court for something like this. I can't help but feel bad for him on that aspect of things. Now, the fact that he actually hit a woman or pushed a woman or kicked a woman or whatever the case may be, that aspect of it I can't condone. You know, and I mentioned it on Twitter before. You know, years ago I walked in on my girl mid-flight fucking taking it up the poop chute, and I was stuck watching it, and I said, what is this, a gift for me? Because I'm not into this two guys and a girl thing. And, you know, I got all the I'm sorries and all the bullshit, but reality is this: I didn't lay a hand on her. I walked away, humbled like a dog, but I basically said to myself, I knew at that point she had that Rocky 5 mentality, hit me and I'll sue. So I didn't want to take that chance. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie to the people that know me and say, obviously the first thing I said is I want to punch you the fuck out for doing this to me. But I wasn't going to do it because of, like I said, I knew what the repercussions of it would be. Noelle is, you know, a perfect example of somebody that's 20 some odd going on 13. You know, he's enjoying the high life of being a top player, and the notoriety that comes with being a top player. And now he knows the downside of being a top player. So with that said, I hope, you know, he learns from this and, you know, betters himself. I would make him OBS tomorrow. You know, I would make him OBS tomorrow. What do we got here? Let me see what I was just given. Oh, you sent me blank, Coop. She didn't press charges, is what I'm being told.
I heard he didn't.
And I heard he didn't. So, but here's the problem. State takes over. They'll try to prosecute it with nobody, you know, with nobody. So neither of them pressed charges. But unfortunately, the way it works is now the state will take over, and they'll basically, and, you know, since I don't have direct contact with Noelle, I'm not trying to tell them how to outslick the law, but as long as they don't, and they're going to try their hardest to coerce her into following it up, then he's going to wind up with a slap on the wrist, depending on his record. I don't know. You know, I don't know what his record is. If he's got a clean sheet, he could walk off with maybe just some probation. As long as there's no witness, yes, Nostradamus said it. No witnesses, case dismissed. But if he admits it, which he's already done, they don't need a witness no more. You know, and that's the issue. So, I mean, I don't want to, again, I don't want to minimize, you know, by no means. His actions were heinous. There's absolutely, like I said, unless a girl's got a gun or a knife out on you, why you keep fucking messaging me? You know, unless a chick's got a gun or a knife out on you, there's no reason to disarm her in a physical way. You know, there's no reason to hit her, push her, kick her, punch her, nothing. So, I mean, with that said, I can't condone that side of it. I don't want to, I see Coop, you sending me, you know, the case number and all that. If you're in the chat, you can throw it in the chat. I really don't want to open that up on the site where it could be something that could be used against somebody or whatever, plus negative. It don't matter. I really don't want to see Noelle go down this path. Are you getting fucked over there?
Who?
You.
No, I'm not doing anything. I'm just typing up stuff.
You sound like you got a dick in your ass.
I sent you a message too. I don't know if you saw that yet.
Let's see. I don't see because you're not on my list. What the fuck? You always delete me.
I didn't delete you.
Oh, that's the image of what, him?
No, her.
Where was that one from?
I don't know.
I don't want to put it up there.
No.
Yeah, I don't want to put that up there. I don't want to put images of her. I don't want to put images of him. Obviously, I do want to hit on the whole fucking domestic violence and kneel before Noel. You know, but it's sad because, like I said, Noel's not a bad guy. I've met him numerous tournaments. I'll tell you this right now. Hopefully, his Rico Suave attitude will get knocked down a couple of notches on the pyramid, and he'll kind of humble himself down a little bit and maybe realize that, you know, focus on what's important and not, you know, all the BS. Go into tournaments to have fun. Again, I'm anti this whole bullshit message of pro players and all this BS. There is no pro player unless you draw a paycheck, you know, every week. I don't know. What is your belief on this, Natus?
I mean, about privacy, I don't know. It's kind of hard to be private about things now when a lot of this stuff is public knowledge and it's out there. Like, you know, his mugshot's on the public site, you know, where it's posted at, his case number, everything. I mean, if you wanted to get the actual police report, people have already gotten the actual police reports. It's kind of hard to just sit there and be like, you know, it's a privacy matter now. I mean, it's beyond private now. It's been put out there. It's on major media websites, you know, such as Kotaku. I sent James literally like 5 different links showing that this was already on different websites, front page, you know. So, I mean, as for the situation, like I said, from what I heard, it's messed up. In some ways, it's like, you know, what he did was fucked up to the girl. I mean, I don't blame him for doing what he did to the guy. You know, but, you know, I'm the same way. I can't condone a man hitting a woman. I mean, I don't care how pissed off you get. You just can't touch them, dude, because that's time right there instantly, dude. Anything a woman does these days, they can just run to a cop and they can just scream rape and you can even touch them and you can get in trouble for that shit. You know, it's serious stuff these days. You know, and for that to happen, like I said, I know he had to be fuming, pissed off. In his mind, right now he's probably sitting himself and saying, you know, he regrets it, and he's probably kicking himself in the ass for doing it. But sometimes you let your emotions get the better of you, and that's what you gotta try to avoid. You can't have your emotions just lash out and get all crazy and shit like that. You know, we're all human. We do make mistakes, but this mistake right now is
gonna cost him.
Exactly. And I mean, I hope for the best that everything hopefully maybe pans out, but from what we're seeing, it doesn't look like it's not looking too good for him right now. And I mean, that's my take on it.
Well, I mean, from what I'm hearing, she's not pressing charges, so that's a plus. Again, I'm not trying to minimize what's actually transpired, but you know, it's. You know, I see people saying karma is a bitch. You know what? I can't help but agree with that. You know, I can't judge a person based off of what they've done, yada, 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 but this sounds like an issue of karma. You know, shit comes back to bite you in the ass, whether you want it to or not. You know, you get what you put into things. And, you know, I seen the picture of her now. She ain't beat the shit out of her. I mean, she ain't like, what's her name that was fucked up by Chris Brown?
Rihanna?
Rihanna. She ain't Rihanna, but, you know, she looks a little fucked up.
Yeah, Rihanna was fucked up, dude.
You know, so it's like, you know, and it's funny because, like I said, you know, everybody expects me to, like, go off and, like, unless you've been through the system, which unfortunately for myself I have, you know, you kind of get more of a a liberal approach to people getting locked up.
Yeah, you really been in the system. I was only locked up for 1 day.
Yeah, no, I did my rounds, and I've had people, oh my God, you've been locked up. Yeah, and it doesn't make me a tough guy. It makes me a dumbass. It means I did something fucked up and I got caught and I had to pay the price. Unfortunately for him, he's now got to pay the price. But I wish him the best. I wish her the best. It's a healing period, hopefully, that people will go through with this. I don't know. Is Ray Ray and him friends or not friends? I know they're rivals and not rivals. So that kind of
I'm not even sure. I honestly am not sure.
I don't know if somebody in the chat knows. Let me know. But it's sad. That I watched for the last 2-3 days.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna step away to get some water.
Yeah, I will. I for the last 2 or 3 days, that people joked around about it. And it's like, look, dude, you ain't been there. And if you have, you wouldn't be joking around about being locked up. Especially, here he is. Now, from what I know, he's living in California. You're stuck on the other side of the country, locked up in a jail cell. But it's like, I don't know how to describe it any other way than he just fucked up. He did something really stupid, and now he's got to deal with the consequences to it. So, I mean, it's sad. Hopefully he'll come out from this and learn and better himself. I don't know if he's gonna. I mean, obviously his sponsorship shot. His reputation as a player is taking a huge dent, if not shot.
Yeah.
It's cost him the VXG commentary from what Rolando announced on VXG. So, I tell every man out there, if you're gonna go and do something as stupid as hitting anybody in general, it's easy to hit. It's easy to hit. It's harder to heal. But if you're gonna lift your hands, do it to a guy, not a girl.
No, exactly.
There's no reason. Even if she got in between, you step the fuck back. I mean, I don't care. Like I said, I caught my girl in mid-flight, and I don't know if that was the case or not the case. I've heard 2 sets of stories that he broke the door down, and then I heard the story of, he had the locksmith open up the lock or whatever. But, us as a community, and I've told you guys this numerous times, I don't give a fuck about esports. I don't give a shit about the money that flows around. I don't give a shit about the sponsors. Kotaku is I mean, I've had people tell me that I've cost this community sponsorship. I didn't cost them shit. What cost this community anything?
Yeah, didn't the community get a new sponsorship?
Who's the new sponsorship?
VXG, I think I gotten something.
They got Heineken?
No, what the hell is it they just got recently?
I don't know. It's not the community, it's just VXG.
Well, still, but that's part...
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's them hustling, because the community didn't do nothing for them. They went out and got their sponsorships. Don't give credit to people. I mean, half this
Did
community...
somebody get sponsored by Domino's?
Yeah, VXG.
It was them?
Mm-hmm.
I could have swore a player did also. All right.
Yeah. But it's like they don't, you gotta give the credit where the credit's due. Rolando, for the last year and a half, or last year, since last VXG, has busted his ass to get the community behind him without trickery, playing the Loki games. just basically, grinding it and trying to do what he can. So, like I said, I'm going to VXG, and I will be doing an episode there. I don't know how we're gonna work this out. Somehow we're gonna. You are coming, or you're not? Are you not sure yet?
No, I'm not. It's too late for me to even try to get a passport now.
All right. Oh, you still got to get a passport.
Yeah. We'll figure that out.
Yeah, but we'll manage to. We'll be doing a show live from VXG, covering everything from players and whatnot. Hopefully, those top players will be more receptive to the On Blast show, being stuck on an island with me and not able to get away. But like I said, it's Rolando and VXG has done nothing short of, in my opinion, a miracle as far as running out there hustling to get people come to the events, holding all these qualifiers, giving away trips. In fact, you know what? Let me run to a quick commercial because I got to grab a drink, and let me run this.
Okay.
Fly with us and get flown over. The boy Gilda. Yeah. Goes a little something like. I'm so dope that I was born in the trap house. Your girl jockey homie, tell me what is that about? That about? I'm too legit to quit. Big Poppy or T-swag. Hit after hit. I'm moving forward. You falling back. Killing with my words. They under attack. They under attack. They under attack. Killing with my words. They under attack.
And with that said, guys, VXG coming up. Get your ass to the beach if you can. You got only a couple of more weeks. July 25th is start date, so get your ass there if you can. It's going to be what I consider a great event, greater experience. Everybody else has coined or should I say Tom Brady coined the phrase great event, great experience. This is the great event, greater experience. Not only are you coming there to play games, but you're actually getting a vacation. You are going to the clubs, you're going to the beach, you're going to meet girls, you're going to meet guys, whatever floats your boat and tickles your pickle. You're going to drink for free. You're going to have the best time of your life. I personally guarantee it. The other thing, obviously, is the reenactment of the Mortal Kombat movie, which will have, greater than Evo. I'm putting it out there now. You're going to experience, if you get your butt in gear, you're going to experience the Cary Tagawa recreation of the Mortal Kombat scene of the dinner before the tournament, which should obviously be pretty kick-ass. And like I said, and like Cypress Skill said, it's not only a tournament, it's a vacation. So, right there tells me personally that you can't beat that. That's two bangs for your buck. So, I mean, to have Cary Tagawa, recreate the whole scene of Mortal Kombat, while you're eating dinner. I don't think he's going to flip your table over on you. He's going to let you finish eating. But maybe he will. I don't know how that's going to work out. It's not just about the games. It's about the actual experience. So, do your best to get out there. I know, if I remember correctly, Rolando has some JetBlue. I know he's got hookups with JetBlue, and he's got hookups with, I believe, American Airlines. Don't quote me on that. Does VXG have Smash Brothers Melee? I don't know that.
I think he said he does.
I thought he says thought he said he does. You know what? What I'm gonna do? One better right now. I am going to add him in. And just for you out there that don't know, I am going to give you the scene that I refer to for Mortal Kombat. Of the beach, Rolando.
Watch him not answer. He did answer.
He always answers.
Flawless victory.
What's up, sir?
God, I love that scene.
So
So fucking
what?
godlike. That really was the best movie in the history of video game movies.
I agree.
And it's sad to say, I think it's kind of like by far the best.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It definitely is.
Like, like, you know, these like the Resident Evil movies. Some people like him, but I didn't like him. I don't know what people felt about those, but I don't feel it.
I mean, I dug them, but you know, after 13 of them, it starts to drag on. But you know, I mean, that to me is a timeless classic. So anyway, Mr. Rolando,
Yes,
welcome
man.
to the lovely world of Ustream, our new home.
Well, let me say thanks for having me on, and congratulations for an entire year, man.
Yeah,
It's been a year. Can you imagine that shit?
I know.
Yeah, man.
Never thought we were
Yeah.
gonna last.
Oh yeah, well, you know, I think things are looking really nice on Ustream too. I'm cool with it. I'm cool being here. The only thing I miss is the try hard, the what you call it, the beach thing that people do whenever they talk about me. I'm not seeing that anymore.
Oh,
I think they need to import that.
You know,
We'll find
I've been
some,
talking.
black
I've
guy
been
looking-
talking. I've been talking to Ustream very directly about, you know, incorporating stuff like that. You know, they've
Yeah, they
been very
gotta do
receptive.
emoticons.
You know, they've been very receptive as far as, you know, they said they know the show. Last week they tweeted the show out. They know the show. They're embracing the show. I haven't actually told Natus,
Right.
but I think I've given up hope with Twitch. So I mean, they could pretty much go fuck themselves. I'm not going to deal with them no more. It's sad because I really did bend over backwards to try and hopefully get them to, you know, work with us, but you know, apparently the egos and the attitudes that they got, you know, is that they're part of this elite, you know, group of people that they don't need nothing. I mean, they've called all you people that have come on Ustream Twitter terrorists. You know, for them to do that to me and to you guys basically shows the level of contempt they actually have for you guys. So, I mean, to be honest, if the least you could patronize there, the better. I mean, I'll say that now. I mean, I've tried to get them to see eye to eye. Apparently, you know, people masturbating on channels is okay, but, you know, having somebody do a video that might have stretched it out a little bit, wasn't promoting homophobia contrary to beliefs, was just too much for them to handle. So, you know, it's sad, but it is what it is. So
Yeah, man, James, I mean, you spoke about it. I'm pretty sure, you know, everything kind of happens for a reason, man. And you coming to Ustream, it probably is a good fit. You know, we're all getting used to it. We see the numbers are going up, you know, week by week. So I think it's fine. You know, everything happens, whatever it is at Twitch, it's done, and you're still around. That's actually the thing that we got to look at, because, you know, a lot of people would have just given up after that.
no, unfortunately for me, my German-Irish nature will not let me give up. I'm a stubborn son of a bitch. So it's going to take a lot more than somebody banning me or a group of people calling me homophobic and a racist. I don't know what the people in the island are going to do, because, you know, don't you have black people down there?
Oh, we have a couple.
Are you going to embrace somebody like me that's such a racist?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you're going to get past the customs line, James.
They're going to turn me back around?
it's-
We heard you were banned on Twitch. Go home.
Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you straight up, and I think I told you this before, and I can tell everyone listening. Like, when, you know, the tourist board, they watch everything, you know, and they even they got to understand, you know, and they're a major, you know, multi-million-dollar company, and they just look at it like, Oh, okay. So this is the Howard Stern of the gaming. Oh, that's pretty cool that you even have that. That's literally what their attitude is. They hear us cursing and having fun and talking shit and all that stuff. And I'm like, look, just like if I go and do an interview on CNN, I'm not going to talk that way. But I'm on the On Blast show. This is what this forum is.
Yeah,
Straight
it's like
up.
when people go on Howard Stern, they go on there to talk the way they do on Howard Stern.
Exactly. It's just a different type of forum. But I think people have underestimated the legitimacy of the FGC and think that, oh, we ain't good enough to have that kind of open forum. You know, you have all kinds of those shows like the HBO news shows where, you know, that guy, you know, an hour ago was talking all professional on CNN. Then he goes on this show on HBO and all of a sudden he's, you know, he's cursing, he's flipping out, having a good time. It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, and that's the part of this. Like I see in the Twitterverse, a lot of people out there, they're doing damage control. You know, and this Noel Brown situation, what it brought to light, in my opinion, is how quick everybody's quick to shove something under the rug because they like that person. You know,
we saw that all over.
Yeah, we've seen it all over. You know, oh, this is a private matter. Yes, you're right. It is a private matter, but it happened during, you know, a tournament that. You know, and I feel bad for Alex, you know, that he had this and he had another incident. I'm going to have DC Hustle on in a minute to talk about his incident. And, you know, it's like the little, and again, I'm not minimizing it. You know, I didn't mean to call it little, but the incidents that happened overshadowed the fact that, you know what, Alex ran a great event again. You know, he had the highest stream numbers, you know, had amazing stream numbers. People were, you know, walking around saying they had an absolute blast at the event. And that kind of got overshadowed by all of this, you know.
Yeah. I gotta say, man, like, you know, it's the kind of the, I wouldn't say the nightmare scenario of a tournament organizer, but it is something, especially in something that we do, being that we're the type of event that really actually encourages people to go out and party and have fun. You know, you gotta hope that people also know to behave themselves to a certain extent, because, you know, we want people to just come in and have good, clean fun. Yes, you're gonna drink. Yes, you're gonna get, some of them are gonna get trashed. Some of them are gonna, like, you know, like Perfect Legend end up falling asleep under a piano. You know, that kind of stuff is gonna happen, which is fine as long as it doesn't get to the level where, you know, there's violence or anything like that involved. That's the kind of thing, you know. I don't want any involvement with drugs. I don't want any involvement with violence at our events. You know, and that's something that every tournament, you know, wants to ensure that there's a balance between that kind of stuff, you know, that people don't overdo it. So it's unfortunate, you know. We had a very, very, very hard decision to make. And I say it's a very hard decision because I'm saying that as a fan, you know, as a fan of Noel Brown, you know, as an organization, I think we knew what we had to do. Everybody knows we had him slated to do some commentary at our event. But we had a tough decision to make, which is to pretty much relieve him of his duties, you know, whatever arrangements were made. Listen, just forget it. Just focus on what you're doing, man. You know, and I know he's going to have some legal stuff. I don't even think he might be even allowed to leave the U.S. in some cases. You never know. So all that being said, I think it was best that we just allowed him to focus on his situation, and that's about it.
I mean, look, it's sad that it's happened. I mean, like I said, and I've said this already. You know, I consider him a friend. You know, I've drank with him. You got to, you know, the two lessons to learn from this is never hit a woman no matter what, and just remember not to get yourself beyond that point. You know, where shit, you know, can get really ugly. You know, perfect example is I don't know the laws and the customs in St. Martin. You know, I'm not going to get stupid drunk because all I need is to get locked up in a clink there, and I ain't coming back here.
Listen, man, when it comes to drinking, I mean, you're, especially a guy like you, I know you can handle your liquor. You ain't going to do nothing stupid. So, you know, there's no, I mean, people, you get pulled over here for not drinking while driving. No, I'm just kidding. But no, but I'm saying, like, you know, we know people come here. We're a party destination. That's what the island is known for. That's why the country sponsors these kind of events like Video X Games. And actually, right now, this moment was busy doing. We're about to launch our party series trailer is about to come out. So everybody's gonna get to see all the people we got coming out to parties. We got Major Laser's gonna be there. We got, you know, Jacure, a popular reggae DJ. You know, we got a guy from Amsterdam called DJ Prime. He's one of the sickest dancehall reggae DJs out of Europe. He's coming down. So we're going to highlight that stuff because we want people to know that it's more than just gaming. You know, but at the same time, like I said, you know, people got to come out and know to behave themselves. You know, there's going to be a lot of girls here, you know, and you know, those awkward situations when, you know, like honestly, what I worry about a bit, I wouldn't say I worry about, but it's going to be something that the guys that are coming here with their girlfriends, I hope their girlfriends don't get too jealous. Because some of these guys are going to be standing around, and the girls here are very friendly. If they see a guy, they're going to talk to him. They're not going to, like, be shy about it. So, and I know it's not like that in the States. And I think that's something a lot of those girls might,
Well, something came across my mind when you just said that. Are those girls very friendly because they're trying to get papers?
No, we got Dutch. No, I'll tell you, on a lot of islands, that's the case. But in St. Martin, we're Dutch. So we actually have a better passport than the U.S.
Okay.
European Union, hold that.
I don't know. These girls might want to become citizens and shit.
I'll be giving. I'll offer them citizenship. I don't know. I mean, at a price.
Listen, man, we got European Union benefits. If you wanna go anywhere, we go to Europe and live for free. Trust me. If there's no welfare better than in the Europe, so if there's anywhere to go, it's that. But I'll admit, girls do like American guys here. They like the quote-unquote swag. You know, they get bored of our island, you know, our island vibe.
Let me say it politically correct, not to get shut down. Do they enjoy us Caucasians?
There are those that enjoy the Caucasians. Yes, indeed.
That's a good thing. Because I'm Caucasian, but I'm going to try to get some color.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think I'm going to
you got to watch out, man, because you might get red like a popsicle and just be like...
That's all I get. That is my color. What are you talking about? It's white, red. That's it. There ain't nothing in between.
No one's going to recognize you, but you're going to get like red. Especially you haven't been in that kind of sun for a long time, James.
I'm going to be like a lizard and shit, peeling all over the place with fucking red skin, half red, half white. They're going to think I'm an Indian.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Rolando, I got a couple questions for you real quick.
Sure, no problem.
We were talking about Smash before, me and James. Is Smash at VXG?
Most definitely. Smash, Brawl, and Melee, they're both at VXG.
Okay.
So if anybody's interested in running those games, you got it right here.
And next question is, the Injustice players are asking if Zod is banned.
Zod is not banned.
Wow, Zod is not banned.
Let it ride.
Yeah. Zod is not banned. I mean, of course, if some ridiculous shit... I mean, I got a little worried today when I saw Event Hubs with the wall bounce, interactable infinite. I just don't know from... I spoke to a few top players. Maybe there's some more that have been digging into it some more, but it doesn't seem like it's something game-breaking, and it is something you can ban in the rules. So you can tell people you're not allowed to do that infinite, else it costs you the round, for example. So... But pretty much at the moment, no, he's not banned. I mean, people got 4 weeks to learn him, so I think that should be fine.
Yeah, that's plenty of time. One of the other issues. Well, before I hit on the other issue, since I have you here, hang out a second, because you're on the island. I got to add one other person here, Mr. DC himself. He was at CEO and apparently got banned. Mr. DC, you there?
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you loud and clear, sir.
Nice.
What transpired with you?
Oh my God. a lot transpired. What in particular are you talking about?
Well, I mean, all of a sudden I'm watching CEO, and next thing you know, I see free DC everywhere.
Were you watching the anime? Were you watching Persona?
Yes, I was.
You saw that a lot, right?
So what happened?
Oh man, where can I begin? So, I guess Thursday night, actually it was a while ago, we planned to have, I guess, a last minute casuals, Persona. Everybody's playing Persona in the hotel room on Thursday night before CEO, and I plan to invite, I want to say around a dozen people. We all play anime games. You know, just come over Thursday night, play some anime games, drink some alcohol. You know, like nothing too crazy.
No, to have a good time.
Yeah, so you have a good time. But I guess a lot more people than expected ended up coming, which is it still wasn't too bad. You know, I want to say there was less than 20 people there, from what I remember. But what actually happened around, damn, I don't remember what time it was exactly, but I want to say it was after 12 o'clock. I actually left my room. I left my room to go party with some other people, and I was there I wasn't gone for like more than an hour. But when I got back to my room, someone shoves a phone in my face, and I answer it, and the dude's like, "Hey, you know, you're getting evicted. The police are on their way."
What?
I mean,
oh shit.
I have no idea what's going on. You know, I just got back. I'm kind of, you know, I've been drinking. I thought it was a prank call, honestly. I hang up the phone, and I'm like, hey, you know what? I don't know what's going on, but everybody needs to get the fuck out of my room. There was about 20 people in my room at the time.
You didn't get a warning? Like, did someone like knock and say, hey, you guys got to keep it down or something like that?
You know, from what I've been told, that the people that were in my room got noise complaints when I wasn't there.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Like, yeah. When I talked to security maybe one time that night before I left, like before a lot of people got there, we were outside of my room, and we were talking, and security came by and he said, yo, you guys need to go talk in your room. You can't do it outside. And I said, yeah, that's cool. You know, that makes sense. That's cool. That was the only time I saw security that entire night. You know, that's the only time I got a warning from them. That's the only time I ever spoke to them about being too loud. But so basically after the phone call, I told everybody to get out. I called the front desk again, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And the front desk was just completely ridiculous. They didn't care about what I had to say. They just said, you know what? The police are on their way. You're getting evicted. The people who are in the rooms next to you, they're getting their rooms comped, and we're charging your credit card for pay.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh shit.
So like imagine me. I'm sitting there kind of drunk, and I'm like, wow, what's going on? So yeah, everybody by that time, everybody was pretty much out of my room except for me and my friend who was staying with me that night. And I said, I don't know what's going on. What happened when I was gone? He said there was some noise complaints. You know, we got quiet. Then I guess there was some more noise complaints. I don't know, man. But the police got there. I tried to talk to them. They wanted nothing to do with me. They didn't give a fuck. I guess. Yep. The hotel security came with the police. They said, get the fuck out. And you know, mind you, all this time there's setups, there's Xboxes, there's PS3s, there's monitors, there's money, there's clothes, there's everything all over my room from people who were in the room before. When everybody just kind of left their stuff. I guess they didn't realize, you know, a lot of stuff was getting. I mean, a lot of shit was going down. So there's me and my friend. We're just trying to get all the stuff out of the room. In like, he gave us like not even 10 minutes to get everything out of that room, or lose all the stuff basically. So we get everything out. I had one of my friends come by who was actually in the room earlier. He took most of the stuff to his room, and what else? Some of the stuff I guess was left in the room, and it ended up in lost and found. So I'm pretty sure we got just about everything back, but I mean, it was just crazy. Like,
so now, did they actually charge your card for those two other rooms?
I've checked. They haven't. It's weird. They've checked. I mean, they've charged me for the nights that I was supposed to be there, but I haven't gotten any other charges. I don't even think that's legal.
I don't think that's legal either.
Sounds like
I'm going to ask you a question because you know I'm all controversial all the time. Do you think race played a role at all?
Do I think race played a role?
Yeah. Do you think like if it was me, that they would have been like, all right, you know what, dude, just like you got to leave, but we're not going to throw all these fucking random threats at you. You know?
I don't.
I mean, I don't want to play devil's advocate like that, but not for nothing, I ain't never heard of some shit like that ever.
Yeah.
No, I did actually, because this is why I know it's not a race thing. I could tell you, and this was in Detroit, at UMaCon. I won't say which room, But I somehow, this was my first time going to the US for a tournament, for a major, and this was our first qualifier. And I went there, and I went to a particular person's room. It was from Marvel. They were doing some Marvel money matches, and it got really loud. And that's why I asked you about the warnings, because when I came in, a security officer came in and was like, guys, you got to keep it down, blah, blah, blah. They're like, yeah, okay. I left the room. I came out about an hour later. And I stayed there for like about half an hour. Security came again, said, guys, if you don't keep it down, next time I come back, we're coming back with the cops. And like, it stayed loud, like, because at this point people were drunk or whatever, and it was literally like 20 people in a room because it was a Marvel, it was a big money match. It was like about, I think, $300 or $400 on the line. So of course, you know, people try to keep it down, but it's Marvel, and people got crazy. And within 20 minutes, we heard a knock at the door, and the owner of the room, the guy that who the room was booked under, he like closes the door again, and he's like, everybody needs to get the fuck out now. The cops are gonna take my room. So like, what? You serious? And then when we open the door, we see like a police officer in a uniform. Now he didn't barge into the room and said like, everyone get the fuck out or anything like that. But the guy did lose his room. Because what they told him is that when you sign for the room, there's terms and conditions that you sign for.
Terms of service.
In those, and exactly, and in those terms, it says that if you know you're after a certain number of warnings, if you are overly noisy, whatever, blah blah blah, you lose your room. And he basically had to ended up going to another person's room, and that happened at Yuma. I said it for myself. I was surprised.
All right. Was he actually banned from the hotel, or did he just lose his room?
No, not from the hotel.
No, DC
He
got
just
banned
lost
from the
his room.
DC got banned from Florida.
So what? The hotel is telling you can't enter the premises?
Yeah, I actually the police, they gave me a trespass warning along with my friend. I had to sign a bunch of stuff, fingerprints. You know, I didn't take a mugshot out there, but they gave me a trespass warning, and pretty much told me that I'm not allowed to come back. I ended up talking to the hotel. They said the trespass warning expires after a year. So
what did you do the whole time while you were banned? Just go home, or did you stay somewhere else?
Yeah, I actually ended up I had to get a hotel room at a nearby hotel, which was like right down the street.
Okay.
It was a little bit cheaper actually. So.
But isn't the venue at the hotel?
Yeah, the venue was at the hotel.
So technically, you were still at the hotel.
No, I didn't. I ended up not going to CEO. I wasn't allowed at the venue at all.
Oh shit! So even oh my god! Lost your room, lost your registration,
lost my badge, lost my entries at the games. You know, lost everything.
And there was nothing Jabali could do to help you out or fix that situation. I mean, did you talk to him?
Honestly, yeah, I talked to Jabali. It was out of his hands.
Yeah,
there's not much he can do about that.
Yeah,
the thing I was kind of disappointed about is that like. When I checked into my room, I gave them my cell phone number. You know, they have my number on file. I was never contacted that entire night. Apparently, they tried to call my room, and they never ended up talking to me. But you know, I never knew about the noise complaints. I never knew about anything. I only found out when I got back to my room.
This is why I don't have friends in my room. I like 2-3 people. That's it.
Yeah, like. I'm not. That's why I'm not really pointing any fingers. I'm not blaming Jabali. I'm not blaming anybody. You know, I take responsibility for that. I should have been in my room, but it still kind of sucks. Like the fact that they didn't even want to talk to me at all. You know. Yeah,
I don't know. That to me, again, I'm sorry. Let's go back to customer service skills.
Yeah.
You know, let's just be civil here. It's not like you were fucking getting high in the room and fucking blasting lines of coke off your PlayStation 3. I mean, you guys were basically, like I've been saying, a bunch of rowdy kids in a room playing games. If you tell me shut the fuck up, then guess what? I'm going to have to go in my room and say, yo, everybody shut the fuck up. I don't want to get kicked out of here. But if you're not even given that opportunity, how the fuck are you supposed to rectify it?
Yeah, you know, when I got back and when the police and the hotel staff came to my room, I was really, like, I think I was pretty respectful to them. I was never, like, disrespectful. I never told them to, like, you know, I'm never like, yo, I didn't do this, fuck you guys. I said, hey, what's going on? They said, no, get the fuck out. You know, what?
Yeah.
How's that fair to me?
Yeah, but it's not fair to you, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's your room. So they're assuming that the person whose room this belongs to, knows who's in his room and what's happening in his room. That's the unfortunate thing. I mean, I guess it's. I'm surprised something like that would happen in Orlando because it's a destination
friendly,
where. Yeah, exactly. So, that's a bit surprising in that sense because we kind of handle those situations with care in St. Martin. We get a lot of especially during spring break. I mean, I work in tourism, so I can tell you how many times you have that same situation, and that's actually much worse. You're not talking about gamers. You're talking about a bunch of college kids that are celebrating spring break on the beach, and you can imagine, just picture worst case scenario of things happening in rooms that shouldn't be happening in rooms. And still the hotel does try. Sometimes you get relocated. Sometimes you have to pay a fine, for cleanup costs and that kind of shit. They end up charging your car an extra $400 or $500.
Yeah.
That kind of thing is what would happen. But you can't, if you're on an island in the middle of nowhere, you can't kick someone out of a hotel. That's, unless they commit a crime, then that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So I got to ask you this. How do I get hooked up with a free DC shirt? And how did you get them so quick?
It's
Did
funny,
you really?
Yeah.
That's some good shit.
I actually have a lot of people asking me for them. I'm probably gonna end up making another batch and bringing some to Evo. I don't know if you're going to Evo. I can hook you up.
Nah, I'm not going to be doing Evo. I'm going to the beach. And,
Okay.
And the Fall Classic on my next two.
Send me your address. I can get you one.
Yeah. I saw those. I'm like, yo, I got to get one. And I was only catching bits and pieces of the story on Twitter, and I'm like, what the fuck happened to him? I hear banned from the hotel. I'm like, how the fuck do you get banned from a hotel?
I honestly thought it was a joke. I thought you were just kidding.
Yeah, a lot of people thought it was a joke. It was funny. I got banned before the tournament even started. It was Thursday night, not even Friday.
Oh, that's even worse.
Damn.
So you didn't get to play
Thursday.
shit.
What the fuck?
Now you're down in Florida though, right?
Yeah, I live in Fort Lauderdale.
All right, so it's not that bad compared to if you came from California to the event and got banned before it even started.
Yeah, that's actually why I was really glad I was able to get a lot of people in my room out before the police came, because I had some people from Chicago, the Midwest, and I'm like, oh, you guys need to get out before anything bad happens. I'd rather be fucked than you guys. But yeah, I mean, I guess I can't really hold anybody responsible but myself. I can't say anything, can't point any fingers. It was my fault, so I'll take the consequences.
It's a life lesson right there, man.
Live and learn.
Honestly, God, I still had a really good weekend. I got to hang out with most of my friends after the venue closed, and I got a lot of people to rep the free DC shirts.
Yeah, well, like I said, I saw those. I'm like, damn, man, how the fuck did he get them so fast?
We were joking about it on it was Friday night. We went out to dinner after the venue closed, and we were just joking about it. We're like, yo, we need to get the word out there, because a lot of people didn't know the story. A lot of people had no idea where I was, if I was banned, if I got arrested, what happened. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just fucking make some shirts. You guys can rep that shit. If anybody asks you can tell them the story. So I ended up making 3 shirts. I gave them to my lieutenants, my South Florida lieutenants, Mystic, Juggernaut, and the Arm, who were the Persona players. And they wore the shirts on Saturday morning. And I guess just thousands, hundreds of people asked them, what the hell happened to DC? Where is he? Where'd you guys get these shirts? And they just told me a lot more people wanted them. So I ended up making 10, 15 more and just started giving them out. It was crazy. And
doesn't it feel good? But doesn't it feel good giving out shirts?
Yeah, it does actually.
It's just yo, wear this, and people are always obliged to grab it. I love giving out shit, man.
There's something about shirts that people gravitate to, really big time.
I mean, free stuff is nice. I guess people really like shirts. It was just cool though, because a lot of people were really supportive on Twitter. A lot of my friends using the hashtag, where's DC, free DC, even Triforce hooked me up to shout out. Lots of my friends that I don't get to see very often, it was really cool. A lot of support by guys.
Well, since I'm in a good mood, right there, guys, I just put out Scorpion for PS3. So that's a code for Scorpion in case you don't have them. So giving out codes.
Heard he's not as broken now.
He's, what? He wasn't broken to start.
Really? Think so?
Yeah.
No, he didn't win CEO.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that proved right there.
Everybody talked him down so badly that I'm like, I was saying it last week before CEO. Guys got to stop. Just give it a little time, and then all of a sudden, fucking Scorpion's getting blown up all over the place. Now, of course, like I said, I'm talking about, some random player that just decided to pick up Scorpion for the simple fact that, I heard he's broken. Now put him in a high-level person's hand. One of the things I found funny about CEO was how everybody's a crowd pleaser. That once they were getting booed during top 8, nobody was picking Scorpion no more.
And that's what I wanted you to touch on, because you got to understand, these guys are not the typical competitors that can stand to that kind of thing. Because I think Scorpion's performance at CEO got very underrated because you just didn't see it as much as in top 8. But I don't think anyone can deny the dominance of Scorpion pre-top 8.
Yeah,
pre-top 8, yeah. Scorpion was untouchable before top 8.
In the
Scorpion
right
still
person's
was
hands.
second.
In the right person's hands.
All the top players were the ones that was using him. Anybody who was a scrub probably didn't even make top 16 with Scorpion.
True, but we didn't see Rio. I don't know. Do you guys think Rio would not have done a lot better if you picked Scorpion straight through?
Yeah, he would have.
Yeah, I think so also. I'm not sure why he switched. James, I don't know if you spoke with him about it.
It would have been better than Wonder Woman, wouldn't you say? I mean,
Wonder Woman is legit. I have to admit.
Yeah, but he doesn't. And he tweeted about it. He hates the game. He wasn't happy. He wasn't happy with a lot of things. And you know what? To his credit, and I said this back, many, many moons ago, when he gets in that mood, he just don't give a shit. He literally just picked he probably, in my opinion, the way he picked it, you might as well have just spun it around with your eyes closed and whoever it landed on, he took.
Yeah, I respect that.
It just so happened to be Wonder Woman, who's actually a good character. But I think a lot of the pressure of, everybody asking for these bans and basically breaking Hector's balls at NRS nonstop, it had its wear and tear. And I think a lot of the players have now gotten frustrated, it basically, it got to the point where he literally just don't care. I seen him tweeting out, I think today actually, I don't even care about Evo right now. He's not an emo by no means. He's more of I'll say this.
When's KI?
No, fuck KI.
KI,
Chris G and Rio, I will put this out there, are the best fighting game players, period.
What?
Period.
I respect Chris G.
Period. And if Rio picked up Street Fighter, a lot of sad faces would be out.
Hold on, I want to throw one name in there, and this one is even more out of the whack. Mewtwo King.
Whoa.
Mewtwo King.
I respect Mewtwo King. I respect Smash, but I don't think he'd be good at any fighting game.
Not any game.
I think if he had put his mind to any of those other games, the guy has it's his brain, man. He's a calculator. I just think he would have dominated. That's just the game he plays. But listen, it's just like speculation. We're gonna speculate about Rio. It's worth it to speculate about the other guy that dominates his genre like no one else. Chris G dominates his main game, and actually now is kind of. I don't want to say dominating Injustice, but he's legit in Injustice. So I think everyone still has to kind of bow to, ironically using the Zod reference, bow to Chris G right about now. Sorry to say. But he's the best overall player.
Yeah, hands down.
Oh, yeah.
Hands down. And it's funny because, I don't want to say they're under the radar, but they are. Obviously, people in the fighting game community acknowledge the skills that these guys bring to the table, but they don't acknowledge them as such. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh yeah, he's good, he's a great player. But then it's like, oh, but Justin and Daigo and this and that. No. These guys, especially Chris G. Chris G, hands down, is the gamer of the century. Now, I'm not taking away from Daigo's, parry of the universe that was heard around the world and all that.
But that was one game.
Exactly. Exactly. Chris G comes in, Marvel, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, MK9, Injustice. I mean, give the motherfucker a beanbag and say fucking, just throw beanbags into a tic-tac-toe board and he'll win in that. So I mean, the kid
You know
just
what else
brings
he's
some-
very, very good at, by the way? For anyone who went the next level will know this.
Dance.
He's a god Dance Dance Revolution. You saw him at that, James?
I watched him and I watched him and I was like, dude, what about those fucking stinky feet of yours trying to distract him? He's like, nah, it doesn't bother me. I'm like,
Yo, does he put his hair up in a bun when he plays?
no, but he does this he doesn't do all like dance. He's just like he just leans back on the fucking thing and just his feet look like a fucking typewriter.
Yeah.
It's just so I mean it hands down I think he's the best gamer out there as far as fighting games. I don't know, if he can play other stuff. Also I think he brings to the table and as far as Rio as well, true knowledge of what makes games good and bad. I think that they should be more focused, more focus should be put onto them come time to test games, and that you will get a better game by watching these guys break your game. I don't think, 2 weeks is enough time, or whatever it was, a week and a half, you're not going to get that much out of them. I think a lot more balance issues would have been ironed out early on had these guys been there longer. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. But yeah, hands down, I would say they're the best gamers out there. Let me add one person in here, Mr. Bobby Cruz. Where are you?
Yo, Rolando.
Yo, what's up?
Do you think Chris G would be good at Smash?
He used to play
Yeah.
Smash?
I think he used to play Melee, right?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
I think
I think
Triforce
he
was
did,
telling me
yeah.
that once way back when he was EMP. He used to play Smash, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. But I mean, again, I think he's the type of guy that would pick up any of these games and be decent at it. I mean, if you're playing that many games and you're pretty much good at all, he's like I have one of the best KOF players in Puerto Rico. Played him at ECT and got completely destroyed. And he's like, what the hell? Like, Chris G plays everything? Like, I'm thinking I'm going up against Chris G and KOF and then maybe I got a chance, but I got completely bodied 3-0. So he well, did he ever play the game? That's the thing. I don't know. Did he ever pick it up? Does he
played
like the
Persona.
game? Yeah, he did? Okay.
Yeah, he did. He wasn't bad. I can't say he was bad.
All right, then we need DevilMaySpy to come in and explain why he's not good at Persona. Maybe DevilMaySpy can give the proper commentary on that.
Hey, Bobby, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's up, sir?
How you guys doing?
We're always chilling, man. What's up with you?
Nothing. Hey, Rolando, what's going on, man?
What's going on with you, Bobby Brown? Let me don't say Bobby Brown because
Yeah.
I can't make that joke with you anymore.
Yeah, man. I keep my hands to myself. All right. How about that?
Oh, Bobby.
God.
Oh man. So what? Hold on. Yeah, let's see, Gene. So what did you go down to CEO, Bobby?
No, I was actually
Turn your mic off, Devil.
Hello?
Goodbye.
Oh, damn.
Your speakers.
I'm trying to fix my chat setting on my headset.
all right.
Can you hear yourselves now?
No.
Let me see. No, okay, it's good now.
Good.
Okay, cool. So anyway, I used to play Persona. I played Elizabeth, but that character gets bodied by Rushdown. It's dumb. Like Mitsuru, she comes up with jab, super. And I'm like, what? What do I do? And then Aegis activates orgy mode. She has an orgy. I don't get it. Robot sex. I don't understand the game. It's stupid. God.
But But how? Why is it like? Did you have? What about Guilty Gear? We weren't into Guilty Gear either. Is it all the air dash fighters, or what is it?
Actually, I like to play Guilty Gear when it comes out. I'll give it a try. I'll hang out with Marlin Pie. Teach me the game.
DC, you have any retort?
I can't.
Was it actually accurate what he said? Is there any truth to legitimacy to those complaints, or is he just copping out here?
I don't know if you remember around Summer Jam of last year. I think he said a lot of similar stuff on Twitter.
That was ad-lib too.
So yeah, I respect that. That sounds like what he would say.
Good shit. So Chris G, can you let us know? You know, there's a lot of questions going on. Who's going to Evo, man? Are you going to Evo or not?
Yeah, I'm going to Evo, but I like to troll on Facebook and Twitter because people's responses are funny, and I'm bored. I need something to do for 2 weeks.
No, one thing I gotta say, I laugh at the fact that people get mad for him saying that he's not going to Evo, and it's like, in case you motherfuckers don't realize, it's his choice.
Did he sign up?
No, I don't know if he signed up or not.
Yeah, he's in Marvel.
He is? Okay.
In AE.
You know, I mean, the fact that people broke his balls about it, I told them, I said, tell them all to go fuck their mothers. They're not you. You do what you want. You're not obligated to go to Evo. You're obligated.
James.
What?
You can't make anybody happy, man. People are gonna complain if he doesn't go.
Yeah.
People are gonna complain if he goes. People are gonna complain if he wins. People are gonna complain if he loses. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter.
You know, and that was the point that I was telling him. I said, do whatever you want. Don't listen to people. You want to go, go. If you don't want to go, don't go. I mean, I do see a lot of people that aren't going. You know, I mean, I, for one, am not going, but we all know why that is.
Oh, I don't know. Why?
Yeah,
hey, you know what? I got
Are you banned from the hotel?
No, I'm not. They can't ban me from Vegas.
No. You know what the reason is? The reason that's floating around is that I paid you not to go, James. Apparently.
Oh, you paid me not to go? When's the check coming?
Apparently, I've paid a lot of people not to go. I don't know.
You
I
also
mean,
paid Sanford and Dominion, right?
not to go. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That beach money.
Oh God! I mean, look. You know, it's funny. Yesterday, I tweeted something out, and believe it or not, one of the cannons actually acknowledged my existence. Yeah.
How did they do that?
Let me go back to it. Actually, let's see. Where the hell is that? Let's go all the way back to yesterday. Damn. Damn, I tweet a lot now. Holy shit. I didn't realize how much I tweet. That was 1 day ago. What time? It's 1 day ago. He basically said something to the gist of, let's see, Nightwolf. Not Nightwolf. Shout outs to fucking Big D, man. Repping Nightwolf and MK9 at CEO, by the way. That was some pretty hype shit. Where are we? I know you're in here. I thought it was funny that I never heard from them in my entire life. And I'd like to pop in very quickly. Uh-oh. Guess who wants to pop in?
I don't know.
Chris G?
No.
He's already here.
No. The Brian. The crying.
Oh, man.
Ah, shit.
Where
Is he playing Tekken Revolution?
I got no more coins left.
I know, right?
I can't play. I gotta wait 2 hours, so I'll come on the On Blair show and put fucking Vaseline on my lips. You know what? Let me add him in there just for that.
Corn took all my money again, guys. I can't play Tekken Revolution. So I'm here to sing a new song for you.
Wow, Brian, you take that shit? Tell DevilMaySpy off.
Actually, that is the reason I came in.
Yes, I'm the best. I'm so good.
What's up, Brian, man? How you doing?
I kind of want to come in here so I can pay tribute to my rather to everyone's least favorite game in the fighting game circuit, and
Street Fighter 4.
In the way that I feel like I can do it best, you know.
Dead or Alive?
In a song.
Yes, via song. And I if you give me about a minute, then I can do this properly.
Okay. His name is Brian. He's always crying. He plays Tekken. At least he's trying.
We know the hype can never last. Wake me up with Cross Tekken and
I'm with him.
many games we play are ass, but at least they go by fast. Wake me up when Cross Tekken ends.
His name is Crying.
I'm
Crying
again
Brian.
Taking oh so low. Destined to block again. Please go for a KO.
The fuck am I listening to?
Brian.
That's failing real fast. They're getting mad in the stream chat. Wake me up when Cross Tekken ends.
Yeah.
Wow, that was beautiful.
I'm
Put
about
a
to shoot
tear to
myself
my
in
eye.
my fucking head right now.
What the
Hey, Brian, can I ask you a question?
I actually like that one.
Brian.
Go ahead.
Oh, my dad just yelled at me because my mom's asleep and I might wake up.
Can I ask you a question?
Brian, shut the hell up!
Brian, don't make me come in there and beat you again.
Hold on, let Bobby talk. He's trying to ask him a question.
All right, what's up?
Yo, you're still in Columbus, right?
I am absolutely still in Columbus.
You should come up to Cleveland so we can record that little demo.
Oh, maybe.
Studio?
Yeah.
But is console combat still a thing, or is there still like drug money going on, or what?
Well,
Finally, we're not the only organization that was accused of that.
What?
Console combat?
all right.
Got that drug money?
No, it's nothing like that. Nothing like that. I do have a little piece of information for you though.
Okay.
Actually, this fall, me, Playing to Win, who ran Console Combat, and let's just say a little organizer for season's beatings, are trying to set something up for the fall. I don't know if it's going to be a little bit regional or it's going to be a major, but we're going to be trying to, or we're scoping out venue space right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be Galleon, right? Galleon, maybe.
Yeah.
I heard. I met somebody at Colossal Con that goes to Console Combat, and he said some little thing might be happening somewhere.
Like I said, it's nothing official yet, but we're trying to scope things out, draft things out, because I've been talking with Galleon a long time now, and in the little Cleveland Console Combat group, and we really miss doing things for you guys. Having everybody from the Midwest, from PA, Indiana, Michigan, the corn dudes out there, you gotta love them. Having you guys, come out and congregate, and just one, because you guys really made our regionals hype. I mean, like before was Console Combat Lake Erie SummerSlam, and even like the little Seasons Beating SummerSlam that we held.
Yeah, Columbus still doesn't like holding events of their own. They just keep driving to Cincinnati and leaving it at that.
I thought Columbus died. So I hadn't really been paying attention.
Well, we still go to the basement of a Donato's Pizza every Wednesday.
Donato's?
Yeah, we go to the basement of a Donato's Pizza.
That don't sound good.
Yeah, there's like water leaking on the floor and stuff, and it's really dumb. I don't like it there, but that's where they go.
It doesn't sound hygienically safe.
I was gonna say that sounds a bit justified because you guys play Poverty Fighters, right?
No, we don't play Poverty. Well, some of us I do, but nobody else seems to. Every time I go, everybody's just like, "Oh my gosh, here's Karate Link, and he's bringing his dumbass games no one wants to play." Then like one person's gonna brave over to my setup and play me in one game, then I beat their ass in something no one's ever heard of, and they leave.
Well, I mean, you come up to like Console Combat asking people to play Naruto Ninja Storm Generations or some shit like.
No, I was playing Gekto Ninja Taisen. That's the real true nigga shit.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Let me apologize.
Well, then.
Now wait. Brian, what are you? The first real what? What was that again?
No, Gekto Ninja Taisen is the true nigga shit. You know, we going in Florida, we going in Chicago, Cincinnati.
No.
North,
You
South,
said what'd you say you were the first real African American?
No. I wanted to have a show called Brian David Murphy's Cordial Talk Program for Authentic African Americans.
What?
Why they gotta be African Americans though?
They gotta be authentic too.
Authentic.
Not fake.
What do you mean by authentic? Like you gotta have the big lips or some shit or what?
I don't know. You're gonna have to ask Corn about that one.
Wow.
What am I gonna ask Corn? How come you can't ask me? I'm BlackTastic. Why can't you ask me? I'm pretty sure I should probably be qualified of that shit.
Maybe I should ask Noel Brown.
Wow, you're gonna go there?
Damn.
So anyway,
so yesterday, I interjected to Tom Cannon, and I said, "Am I not worthy? I ain't involved in any of your little Facebook chats, due to the fact that it was a private chat on Facebook with tournament organizers, commentators, and SRK Illuminati, and I was shown it." And basically that tells them they got a mole in their group of a private conversation that was happening, and they were talking about none other than yours truly. So he says to me, "What? My Facebook account is just for show. It's a wasteland." I said, "Here," and this is once again me showing my niceties. I said, "Here, I'll break the ice. Hi, my name is JamessMK. I've been gaming since 1974, and I feel I can be an asset to you." And he goes, "Are you asking me out on a date? Send me a Facebook. I'll dust the thing off." So that tells you the seriousness of our conversations. You know.
So what was said?
Nothing. He didn't answer me back.
No, I mean, in the private conversation.
I'm not going to get into that.
you didn't add him on Facebook?
No. I messaged him, but he never responded back.
Well, if he's asking you on a date, you gotta make sure to check his Facebook account and see if he's like in a relationship or it's complicated or in an open relationship, one of those things.
It was a complicated relationship.
Oh my. Things are getting steamy.
Yeah. Needless to say, I don't want to say nothing like that. I'm going to shut my mouth. But I reached out to these guys again. You know, all week I've been tweeting because, like I said, the Noel Brown cover-up pisses me off more than anything else. They threw me, and BlackTastic, you can vouch for this, how quick they were to throw me under the bus and make me look like a moron, that I'm a homophobic racist. But yet, you know, something like this happens to one of their own, and they rally around them to protect him and try to sweep everything under the rug. And again, like I said, it is a private matter. But now that Kotaku and Natus, you sent me like 10 different other pages that did articles on this whole thing. You know, it's sad that people who claim that they want to better this community, you know, and I've been around, sorry to share my age, but I've been around long enough to know that this community is full of scoundrels, swindlers, and connivers. And don't feel bad, because they're the same thing from when I was back in the day. Before there was a GameStop, there was, you know, Greasy Joey from Brooklyn who set up a booth inside of a mall and would take your games in and give you a nickel on every game that you got, and basically take the money and sell the shit overseas as brand new. You know, there's always swindle. In the magazine business, you never got your weight's worth in gold. You basically got whatever chicken scrap they decided to throw you. So it's the same thing that's going on. There's so many people out there that are turning around saying, well, we're looking out for you guys. We want to grow this community. Well, we want to do this. No, they want to grow their own pocket. And I have no problem with people attempting to grow money in their pocket, but don't mask it with bullshit. You know, don't lie to people and make it sound like, don't make it sound like you're out for the community when you're really out for yourself. I have no problem being out for yourself, but then don't mask it and then turn around and basically put other people down when they try to do it. You know, nobody in the SRK, NeoGaf, Reddit world has anything positive to say about this show 90% of the time. 90% of the time. I mean, Natus, you showed me some of those links. Do we ever, we get one positive for every 10 negative.
On Reddit, yeah.
You know, and it's like they do talk to each other. I've seen their private meeting, and I got messaged again from my moly mole. And after I came out on Twitter and said what I said, now they're running around saying, who the fuck turned around and told him? So, you know, it's obviously pissing people off.
The way I see it is, it's kind of like, I just want to do everything in my power to help you guys grow the community, as long as it's growing the community in the way I want it to grow.
Exactly. The thing is, everybody, and not just in the competitive fighting game community, but every competitive community, shooters, RTSs, whatever, everybody has a hidden agenda. And that's just the type of thing that sites like Kotaku and Reddit want to center on. Especially since you said it at the beginning of the show, James, it's that we basically get no publicity unless it's bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what are we to do?
Look at all the good things we did on the show with all the guests we had on. I submitted all that to Kotaku. You think they even bother once to post it?
Oh, hell no.
I don't know. If they ever do, it's going to be like a month later because they're slow talking.
Like you want to know the only reason why they posted that article today about like what good happened in FGC is because we all bitched about it.
I didn't even get a chance to read that.
I didn't read it either. I skimmed through it. But the thing is, like, we made enough noise. Like, dude, like you do this every time. Please, fucking stop it.
But the worst part is, like, if we say, well, I guess we got to bitch at them, so they do more positive articles. Then they'll do an article about how we're bitching about it.
Yeah, they'll do one. They'll be like, all right, we're sorry. Well, we'll put up Evo Finals from 2K11. But the next time someone goes around smacking a hoe, oh, no, wait, you're on our shit list now.
I mean, look, a perfect example is this. All right, I'm a Mortal Kombat guy. Natus is a Mortal Kombat guy. DC, Brian, you're kind of a
whatever the hell I want.
Whatever the hell you want, but DC, you're pretty much anime, I believe, or you actually.
I play some Injustice.
Okay,
but,
BlackTastic, you bounce around. Devil, you bounce around. Rolando, you're running tournaments. You're playing, your games. This is what. And I'm sorry, this is me in my Hollywood moment. I should pull out a pair of sunglasses and play some risky business music or something. This is what the FGC should be about. You go to SRK and it's all Capcom. Now, they got other sections dedicated to these games, but it's always talk about everything else, everything Capcom related, and that's it. Message Rolando, Natus.
Okay. Oh, I'm here. What's up?
I said message you
I will.
about that one.
Okay.
But, it's like, I'll tell everybody right now, I have an agenda. You know what my agenda is? I want this show to get as big as it can. People come to this show and say, yo, this fucking show is just fun. It's a cool place to chill out. If down the road somebody turns around and goes, hey, James, you want to come on WOBS and make $1 million? I ain't going to lie to you guys. I'm quitting my fucking job, and you're going to have to listen to me 24/7. But it's not my goal. My goal, and my goal and Natus's goal from the get-go is bring out the drama, try to resolve the drama. I guess, kind of like they say, when guys turned around and like, you're like Howard Stern, you're like Jerry Springer, you're like Rush Limbaugh. I'm like, dudes, do you not realize to me that's compliments? I wish I was half the people they were. They got a fucking audience of 1 billion people. But
The FGC has splintered in so many different ways. Like, there's 09ers and then people that were before 09. There's the anime people, the Marvel people, the Street Fighter people, the Dead or Alive people. But we do have a lot in common. The same air.
Yeah.
The same earth. The same sky. Maybe if we started looking at what's the same instead of always looking at what's different, well, who knows?
Well, see, that's the thing, and he's right. I know he came off in his little fucking flowery way with it, but you know what, Brian's 100% right.
Those are not my words. Those are Meowth's words from Pokemon the first movie in 1999.
Okay, see now I can't. You know what? You just taught me. See, I'm an old motherfucker. You just taught me something. I know nothing about Pokemon. I know they all. We went through a whole show one week how they all represent penises and vaginas, but. That's just the way I look at Pokemon. But you're right, because here you have an opportunity to embrace the whole FGC, not the elites, not the ones that, because, like I've repeated millions of times on this show, you guys are the ones that put the money in their pocket. The elites are the ones that take money out their pocket.
Is this going to be like Occupy Wall Street, but with fighting games?
No, we're not occupying nothing.
Yeah.
I'm just, like I said last week, choose your tournaments wisely. Like DC, you're an anime player. If you know a tournament is going to cater to the anime players, then I would suggest you go to that. Now, if you're going to another tournament and you're like, all right, you know what? Maybe I'll go to Summer Jam. Maybe they're not going to have a million, anime games. But all my anime friends are from the East Coast, so they're going to show up there. So you know what? This is the place I go. I drink. I have a good time, and then we go in our rooms and we play our casuals. So you're still walking off from that event saying, you know what? This was cool. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that people have to understand, especially on the level of the upper echelon, as they look down from their ivory towers, I'm not going to give the Twisted Sister. We're not going to take it no more, but we're not. Why should I give you my money to walk off from your event and say this sucked? All in the name of I support my community. I support my community, but I pay for something, I expect something. And I had, and I'm not trying to, I mentioned his name before and he got all emo, but Marn tweeted to me one day and he said, no, people come to tournaments to compete. I said, no, people come to the tournaments to hang out with their friends. And that's like I said with Rolando, the one thing about your event that to me is it's going to have a added extra bonus of you're not in the States, you're on an island, you got beautiful girls, or if you're both on the other side of the ocean, you got some buff dudes, whatever floats your boat, on the island that, you're hanging out, you're hitting clubs, you're drinking, you're having fun with people.
Yeah.
And to me,
it's very deserving. Even you gotta say that. You spend all this money, you go to a destination. Yes, it's good to play games, but that's where I kind of agree, and this is where maybe some of the smaller game players like Brian and so on might not agree with it. This is where I kind of agree with keeping the tournament smaller, just so that there's enough time. These tournaments ending at like 1 a.m. and stuff like that's got to stop. You got to give people time to go out and go to the city, have fun. And because the other aspect of it, and this is like getting really technical, but eventually if we want to see the scene grow, you have to take these things into account. How much money is the hotel making if all the gamers are just stuck in the ballroom all day? How much is the restaurant next door or the bar, or how many of them are benefiting from this large number of people sitting in the hotel and not really going out to eat or going out to have a drink and doing these kind of things? Economically, it benefits the entire area. Now you might wonder, what the hell do I care about that? Well, what that allows you to do, and I did it actually at Winter Brawl this year. I spoke to one of the guys we went to. It was with AGE. We jumped in the car and went to this little pizza joint. And he was like, wow, we really got a lot of sales. Like, where are you guys coming from? I'm like, look, here's the phone number. This guy's the organizer of a convention that's happening every year around this time. You need to talk to him, give him a little sponsorship, and he's going to go out and make sure people order pizza from you, just like he told us to come here now. He's like, oh, really? Yeah, definitely. I'll sponsor that guy. I mean, we made thousands of dollars this weekend thanks to him. So that kind of thing is also the aspect of it. You know, if the hotels benefit more, you can demand more from them. You can stop them from charging these ridiculous prices that they charge you guys in the States. Because I could tell you, well, let's say some people in the States are paying these prices that they really should not be paying.
Like they're not only providing us a service by getting a great venue, we're providing them a service by getting all the surrounding businesses money.
Exactly, and that's you know, and that's not where you can go into the political scene even and start to talk to be like you know, people in the, I don't know how you guys call it, like the people that work in the mayor's office that tries to support local events. Like there's people in there, just like they do it for little concerts and stuff. You never know, you guys might start to get funding for tournaments from your local municipality, is what we call it here. I don't know what you guys call it in the States, but it sounds far-fetched, but people would have thought it's far-fetched for the government and an island in the Caribbean to support it, and look, they're doing it. And I can tell you there's 2 other islands lining up to do it now too, after they've seen our success. And it's going to continue. Sweden does it, you know, with the little city of Jönköping, where they do DreamHack. The tourism board of Jönköping does it because they realize they get 30,000 people traveling to the city, staying in hotels, spending money because of that. I keep telling Jabali, he should talk to Universal, because I was seeing like Sherry, I was seeing oh my god, it's Andre, and these guys are going to Universal Studios and staying there. If I was him getting those kind of numbers, I would talk to them and say, listen, I could put a package together, and on the Thursday, if you're coming to CO, you include it in your registration, or like for a $20 bonus, you get a tour, an entire all-day pass for Universal Studios, for example. And that's just because you want gamers to experience more. You guys deserve it. It shouldn't just all be business. Go out and have fun. Go out. Life is more than just the competition. Go out and meet some women, have some drinks, you know, whatever. That's what has to happen.
Yeah, Rolando, I just wanted to piggyback on that, and like, in my opinion, that's actually like the main allure of Video X games, is that not only you're going there for a tournament, you're going there for a fucking vacation. Book the hotel for like a week. I mean, like the video game is just 3 days, and it's only for a limited amount of time. What you do in between that time is just completely up to you. You're free to do all these things. You're in a basically uncharted area or an unknown area, and you just want to explore. I mean, like, and that is just basically like your main selling point. And then that's one of the reasons why I think CEO did so well. It's close to Universal Studios, and it's in Florida, and like, you know, you guys can explore everything, you know, go out to eat with your friends, and like, you know, just have all this fun stuff. I mean, who wouldn't do that, you know?
I mean, look, you know, let's use Ohio. Let's use Seasons Beatings as an example.
Oh,
you got the colleges, you know, go to an Ohio game if you're doing it during the fall. You know, do things that you're not going to do on your norm.
Yeah,
you got Baseball Hall of Fame. Well, that's kind of a hop and a skip, though, right?
Actually, the last season's beatings, which was Ascension, was actually held in Independence, Ohio. So it was like right a hop and skip away from like the freeway. So you can travel to the Hall of Fame in about maybe 7 to 10 minutes. I mean, sans, you know, time for parking and all that. Actually, Ascension was like a pretty big place for, you know, like commerce and everything, because you have all of these restaurants. You had DeBella Subs, which is a really good sub place. You had you had Melt, which is a really good sandwich place. You had, you know, the Denny's and the Applebee's and, you know, whatever the hell you wanted else. And since, you know, Seasons Beatings was like right in the middle of it, people enjoyed it that much more because they could come and go to these shops as they please.
There's some stuff that fighting game tournaments really need to get onto that even like first year anime conventions do. Like big ones and little ones all do this stuff. Like in a big brochure that they give you along with all the events and stuff, they have a page or sometimes an even separate booklet that shows all of the local businesses for you to get whatever you need.
Yep.
Hey, you need some spare clothes, you need some food, you need to go fast food, nice food, whatever. Here's all the places they recommend. Not even all the places, just the ones they recommend, because I can bet my sorry ass that they've got some sort of partnership going on there that's helping everybody out.
Yeah, that actually sounds like a really good idea. I mean, like if say you're throwing up a thread for like on Shore Again for like a big event, like say like, you know, Video X games, and you just want to throw everything, like whatever you can do. And I know, Rolando, you've done that plenty already with your trailers and, you know, your propaganda and all that, which I really enjoy. And I just, you know, really hope that people, Yeah, for people setting up majors in the future, that they would follow suit, because they could even set up. I think someone mentioned this earlier, like set up like certain sponsorships or certain deals with the surrounding areas, like restaurants and whatever, and say, hey, if you say that you were from the Seasons Beatings group, you get a little discount or something, a little bit something extra, a little bit of incentive, and just letting players know that it's around. It's giving awareness to the players that, hey, let's not just sit here and play video games. Casuals are fun, but I want to go out and eat. I want to go dance. And actually, Rolando, I have something to show you.
Well, while you are oh my video. Was this?
Do you remember this, Rolando?
Well, let me see. What are we talking about?
Do you remember this?
What is it?
What am I looking at on the Skype?
Yeah, you're looking on Skype.
I'm not. I can't see your webcam. If it's your webcam.
That was very racist.
You can't see me?
No, I can't see your webcam.
All right, me and BlackTastic, let's share a fucking drink.
All right, so
man,
basically,
I missed it. I can't see it.
So basically, what I was trying to show you is that you remember back at Winter Brawl when you handed me the guava berry, the liquor.
Yeah, and we took a picture, right?
Yeah, I kept this bottle all along because
Oh shit!
Put
you
your
have the bottle?
put your camera back on.
All right. Yeah, this is the original guava berry.
And look at my camera. We're gonna have to do a shot together.
This I don't know how. This is like. When did you buy this, Rolando? You gave it to me at Winter Brawl.
Yeah, that's a while back, yo. Was it Winter Brawl or was it even NEC actually?
No, it was Winter Brawl. You saw me.
It was Winter Brawl. Oh right, yeah, Winter Brawl. That was in February. Okay, I see it now. Oh, that's godlike.
All right, so now we both got bottles of guava berry, so we both got to do shots of it now.
That's godlike.
I just remembered something that in this rather small anime convention in West Virginia that I go to just about every year, they even set up stuff like there's a few businesses in the area for food and such that, like, if you show your badge for the convention, then you get like 10% off your bill. So that's some sort of cool thing that could be going on with fighting game tournaments. Like, oh cool, you're going to Evo, here you got this bonus
nice
thingy.
Sweet kick to it. Nice sweet kick.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing about guava berry. It's sweet, but it has a kick. It has a kick. That's
I don't
sure.
know, man. I don't drink. My mom says it hurts me.
James, what kind of liquor?
No, but Brian,
this is
which
guava
tournament?
berry.
I mean,
I got the same one.
Yeah, guava berry is the shit, dude.
Yeah, every time I went to the qualifiers, I always brought up. I think the first time. Oh, this was funny. The first time I went to, it was YumaCon. First time I went to the States for a tournament. So I didn't know like what you guys' rules are. So I'm coming into your country with 6 bottles of guava berry in my suitcase.
And we got 2 of them on our show right now.
So I walk into customs. The guy's like, "Hey, so how long you gonna be here?" I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna be here for about 2 weeks. I'm going to this convention in Detroit, and then next week I was going to New York and all kinds of stuff. I was in LA as well. So I'm gonna be here for 2 weeks. So I packed enough because I wanted to take 2 to LA to give 1 to Alex Valle and Gutex, and I brought 2 to YumaCon to give to you guys, and then I want to bring 2 more to New York. Man, the guy comes out and he opens my bag and he's like, "Oh, sir, this is alcohol?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You're supposed to declare this, and you could get in trouble for this if you try to walk through here without declaring alcohol." I'm like, "Oh, dude, look, I'm just bringing some gifts to some people. I'm not selling it. I'm going to 3 different cities. I'm bringing 2 bottles for each." So, you got to pay duties on this. So I had to pay, I think it was $35 in total in taxes or some shit.
America.
So that kind of, yeah. and then when I was coming the second time to NEC, I accidentally forgot, and I had it in my carry-on luggage, and it was too late for me to go back and bring it back to my bag, so they actually confiscated 1. So there's some customs officer somewhere, some TSA agent somewhere, sipping on some guava berry, like, yeah, nigga. That's
Yeah,
right.
well, you know, Rolando? Fuck that nigga, alright?
Yeah, that lucky bitch. I'm like, damn, like, you got me, and I completely forgot about it. That's such a stupid rule. I still have to get used to that no liquids in your hand luggage rule.
Hey, James, call Triforce.
What?
He's trying to get on the show.
Oh no.
The Triforce of Courage, the Triforce of Power, or the Triforce of video games.
We have to get the theme. Dun 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 dun.
Triforce is coming on, man. I left my toaster on. So it was running. I got.
And they got Bad Man from GTA 4. Love Triforce.
Oh, all right, yo, James. Let me. I'm probably about to dip.
All right, man. Always a pleasure, man. Free DC, everybody.
Yo, let me give a quick shout out to anybody who rocked a free DC shirt this weekend. All my friends who said they would sneak me in a duffel bag, or call up a pizza guy and have me show up as a pizza guy. And also a quick shout out to Fighter Spirit 5. It's tournament in Florida, September 7th. It's gonna be a qualifier for the Fall Classic. You know, check it out. Fighterspirit.com. I'm gonna be there. I'm not gonna be banned, hopefully.
Alright, so DC, if you can get one of the guys from Florida that's coming down, Flocker's coming, there's a couple of other guys, get them one of those shirts, and I promise whoever's doing my commentary for Persona is gonna wear it. I'm gonna tell them you gotta wear this shirt.
Hell yeah. Yo, actually, it's funny, Lord Knight, the winner of CEO.
Oh yes, that's right, he's coming.
He has a shirt that says Free DC. It also has my face on it. He has a special one.
Good shit. Get one of those guys that are coming down to the beach to get one. I want to rep it.
I'm gonna send one to James too.
Yes, definitely want that, man. I definitely want that. I'll be sporting that on the beach.
Yep. All right. So thanks for having me, James.
All right, sir.
All right. See you, man.
Stay out of trouble.
All right, man.
Yeah, I can't guarantee that, but you know.
Try.
All right. See you, man.
All right. So with that said,
I went to VXG and won Persona, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
No, that will never happen, man. You gonna win money, that beach money.
Oh shit, speaking of that, Rolando, we want to see Vampy Bit Me versus Jessica Negri first to 10 cosplay contest. Make it happen.
Oh, man. This year, Vampy Bit Me, I don't know. Unless she's jumping on the plane and coming down, she won't be here, but it's an excellent idea. But I'm actually got one up on that. We have Jessica Negri versus Miss Jamaica, Miss Aruba, Miss Curacao, Miss St. Lucia, Miss St. Martin, Miss St. Vincent, Miss Trinidad, Miss Dominican Republic. So she's actually got 8 girls that she's going to be cosplaying against.
Wow. White girls.
Yo,
yes.
man.
Beautiful Caribbean goddesses. That's what we got.
Mr. Triforce, are you there?
Hey guys, what's going on?
What's going on, sir?
Yeah, I overheard you guys because I had this stream in the background. And I overheard you guys talking about the media at the scene and some of the problems that the scene has because, a lot of the negative news goes out. So, I definitely wanted to chime in and give my 2 cents on that whole situation. I know you guys kind of went past that already.
No, that's fine. We can always go back.
Just speak up a little bit more. You sound a little bit away from your mic.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah, you sound better.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I was away from the mic. So, in terms of like how the scene is as a whole, and there's something that some of you guys are not aware of, that a lot of these guys at Kotaku, they have constituents that they talk to directly that allows them, they tell them some of the news. And I'm not here to necessarily defend Kotaku, but Kotaku does put out a lot of positive gaming news, news that relates to the gaming culture, not just the fighting games. But it's not necessarily their fault that they glorify the negative news in the fighting game scene. It's really not them. Their job is to report the news, and it's the readers, the viewers, who determine whether or not the news is glorified. I'll give you an example. One of our own controlled media sources in the fighting game community is Event Hubs. And Event Hubs didn't put out the situation that happened to such fighting player and his legal issues. But they did put out something positive in regards to the Tekken community helping one of the community's members that was in trouble. And when you go on the chat and you look at the comments had like 19 comments. But then when they're talking about a particular player crying or complaining about there being scorpions in the tournaments or whatever the case, it has like 3 pages, which is like 300 comments. And the very same thing was on Kotaku. When you go on Kotaku and you look at the article, it had 50,000 views in one night. It was on every stream there possibly was. People were creating memes and all types of stuff. There's a Wolverine meme out there with the player's face on it and all types of nonsense. And then people are blaming Kotaku, but I feel that that's really hypocritical because the only ones that's perpetuating it is the actual viewers themselves. But the viewers...
Kotaku is actually pretty infamous among people that like super duper take their gaming seriously and other alternative news outlets for gaming. For Kotaku like is really good at clickbaiting, which is when they just put a news article out there that is intentionally weird or controversial just so people can get lots of views and start talking about it, regardless of if it's actually important or not. They just cover all sorts of things.
Same reason Event Hubs posts
Yeah.
tits on the first page.
Okay, now...
Like, hey, there's a combo video, but that doesn't really matter because it's like 5 months old or something.
Or Chris G's changing his team, even though he's been using it for a year.
Now, let's say that this is true. That we cannot deny those things, but I want you guys to take the time to take a look at the situation from their point of view. They created a website. They have quotas that they need to meet to make sure that this website functions in the long run. That one bad news article for clickbaits helps the long term for them to put out all the other positive news. It's not like the site constantly puts out bad news every day. Each day, each week, there's something new and bad about it, and then they do it. When the bad news comes in, it comes in, and they want to be it's a hot scoop. It is an unfortunate, negative light on the scene, but it was something, in my opinion, even I felt it was worth bringing to attention.
It was worth bringing to attention, without a doubt.
Without a doubt. Now, when you look at, it's news. It's just unfortunate. It's bad news. Now, when I read the article, and upon reading the article, I think they were pretty fair about the article. In the very same article that they wrote, they mentioned that despite there being bad things happening, there are good things. It was mentioned in the very same article. But the people that perpetuated the articles, read the comments. Read the comments, and you see someone actually took up the World Star Hip Hop video of the said person striking another person. Now, did Kotaku do that? No. They could have done it, which would have made the point, but it was someone in the community that did it. And I think that the community needs to take responsibility for their own actions and stop looking to blame everything. The community themselves, the fighting game community, loves drama. Deep down inside, in their heart of hearts, actually, we don't have to go that far. When Kotaku posted the news, they loved the fact that they posted it, but then they said, oh, why is Kotaku doing this? But in their mind, they're like, oh man, this is so juicy. That's exactly what they did. Because when the news first popped out on the stream, the first comment made was, call Kotaku.
And people were like, I already did.
Exactly. But
people already submitted it.
So now they say call Kotaku, and someone submits it, then Kotaku puts it up, and they go, Kotaku, how can you do this? So it's comical. It's why
actually, many of the problems with this situation can also have lots of parallels with the problems with modern news media that are, lots of, hey, there are positive stories, but they're peppered with the crazy negative stuff that scares the heck out of people, and that's what gets the money.
It don't even have to be our community's news. Just look at the regular news. Nobody turns on the news to see, man pulls kitten at a fucking tree. They want to hear fucking Iraq, 35 buildings were blown up, 200 million people are dead.
This is true.
They want the negativity.
It's true.
And they thrive off of it. Now, you know why? Very simple. It makes you feel better about yourself.
Humans define their lives through misery and suffering. We feel better about ourselves by knowing that someone else is suffering.
Yes, the true nature of the heart is darkness.
It's sad. This is not every single human being on the planet, Let's not exaggerate. But the general consensus of humanity, especially in the West, over here in the Western Hemisphere, this is our natural behavior. If they, it's proven because everyone goes on event hubs. They put out the Tekken news about the guys having his house saved the night of CEO. When you go to the article of CEO results, and any other news after that day on Monday, these articles are on prime example, perfect example. Due to unfortunate personal circumstances, Dominion will not be able to attend Evolution.
Oh wow! Evo also?
Yeah, he will not be able to attend. He had the same problem that he had why he could not attend CEO is the same problem he has not attending Evo, and that
sucks.
And that is because he got a job.
Oh my God, a job?
No, Triforce, it's not because he got a job. It's because we don't want to send him to Evo.
Oh, okay.
Don't you know anything?
Now watch this.
We don't want to. We don't want to spend money to send him to tournaments.
Now, this is exactly the prime example.